The challenge of ethical living in a flawed world. Living ethically in an imperfect world is a constant struggle. Corruption, inequality, and moral dilemmas make it difficult to always do the right thing. Yet, ethical living is not about perfection but about striving to make choices that align with our values. It requires awareness, responsibility, and a willingness to act even when the world around us seems unfair. Understanding personal ethics and values. The first step to ethical living is defining personal values. What principles guide your decisions? Honesty, kindness, justice. Reflecting on these values helps create a moral compass to navigate complex situations. Ethics are not just about following rules but about making thoughtful choices that contribute to a better world. Balancing idealism with practicality. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the world's flaws. Many ethical dilemmas arise from competing responsibilities. Helping others while taking care of oneself, following personal values while dealing with societal pressures. The key is balance. Making ethical choices whenever possible while recognizing that perfection is unattainable. Making conscious consumer choices. One way to live ethically is through responsible consumption. Supporting ethical brands, reducing waste, and avoiding exploitative industries can make a difference. While it's impossible to avoid all unethical products, small, informed choices, like buying fair trade or supporting local businesses, help create positive change. Practicing empathy and compassion. Ethical living is not just about personal choices but also about how we treat others. Practicing empathy means listening, understanding different perspectives, and acting with kindness. Whether in daily interactions or larger social issues, ethical behavior involves considering the impact of our actions on others. Engaging in ethical activism. While individual actions matter, systemic change requires collective effort. Supporting causes that align with your values, whether through volunteering, donating, or raising awareness, helps create a fairer society. Ethical activism does not require grand gestures. Even small efforts, like signing petitions or educating others, contribute to progress. Navigating moral gray areas. Not all ethical decisions are clear-cut. Sometimes we face situations where both options have flaws. In such cases, making the most ethical choice involves considering consequences, intentions, and long-term impact. Ethical living is about striving for better choices, even in imperfect circumstances. Holding institutions accountable. Governments, corporations, and organizations shape the world we live in. Ethical living involves questioning and challenging harmful practices. Whether through voting, advocating for policy changes, or supporting ethical businesses, individuals can influence institutions to act more responsibly. Self-reflection and growth. No one is perfectly ethical all the time. Ethical living is a journey that requires constant learning and self-improvement. Acknowledging mistakes, staying informed, and adapting to new insights help refine one's ethical approach. The goal is not moral purity but consistent effort toward a more just world. Conclusion. Striving for ethical integrity. Living ethically in a flawed world means making conscious choices, practicing empathy, and seeking positive change. It's not about achieving perfection but about aligning actions with values despite challenges. Every ethical decision, no matter how small, contributes to a better world.